Good morning, everybody. Welcome into Thursday, the 16th of March 2023. I am Spirit of Life Alchemy, and this is your morning message tarot reading. So, we have some astrology for today. We've got the moon all day in Capricorn. It's going to form a square to Chiron and Jupiter, so reigniting that conjunction from a few days ago over the weekend. So yeah, there could be a continuation of following on from yesterday's tower and things. Then we could see the breakthrough. Could be a bit of chaos, surprises, stuff coming out of left field, but liberation and breakthrough coming today as well, because the moon in Capricorn is then going to form a trine to Uranus in Taurus. So physical changes, grounded earthiness of things going on. We've also got quite a bit going on today as well. We have got Mercury conjunction Neptune. So after on Tuesday we had Mars square in Neptune. Yesterday we had the Sun conjunct in Neptune. Today we've got Mercury conjuncting Neptune. We're still in that dreamy imagination, seeing what's bubbling up from the subconscious and things, going with the flow. Also, the Sun is at a square to Mars, so our motivation and action orientated self is still off. So just relax, chill out, and go with the flow, surrendering to the imagination and the healing and seeing what's coming through. We also have Venus forming a square to Pluto, both the last degrees of Aries and of Capricorn. And then Venus is going to move and ingress into Taurus. So again, more of the dreaminess, the imagination, the going deep into the subconscious, connecting to our power for transformation. Again, a continuation of yesterday's surrendering to the imagination and things like that. And when we find answers, then to ground it with Venus moving into Taurus, grounding that energy. And also Venus rules Taurus, so she's very at home there. Sink into simple pleasures and loving emotions and beauty and just taking care of yourself. So nice message for today. Once we've done the work, we can relax this evening. Okay, let's have a look at some cards. What do we want? Let's have Thoth. Ooh, I just got a really cold draft come around my ankle, which was really weird because there's no windows or anything open in here. So that could be a bit of spirit coming in. That was really weird. Nothing's blowing about or anything. But yeah, a distinct cold breeze around my ankle. We'll take notice. Anyway, I should look back on this video and see if you can see anything in the room. Sometimes you can, sometimes I can see when spirit is about close to me. But anyway, let's do some cards and see what the cards have to say for today. Okay. So, what do we need to know for Thursday the 16th of March 2023? Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give the collective to help us navigate today's energies for our highest and greatest good? That's my stomach. I'm hungry. Ready for my lunch. Okay, so let's see. What do we need to know? Just have a look around and just can't see anything. Anyway, enough. So, we're never on ending story. Life is a continuous evolution. You know, we never come to the place where we're all completely sorted, it's all finished out. With every cycle round, you know, there's new challenges, there's new things to overcome. And, you know, it's all about the journey, not reaching the destination. Clean it up. Time to sort our shit. So this is going deep into the subconscious, and dealing with what we find in there. And then soulmates. Okay, so maybe looking at places where you don't love yourself, where you're on a journey of becoming more compassionate with yourself, with self-love, because, you know, really we need to love ourselves before we're ready to love anybody else. But I'm just looking at this, and they've got the key. Love is the key as well. It's another message coming through to opening the heart. I'm getting very much a message of Venus going into Taurus, and just that pleasure and simplicity and loving energy, and just letting go of anything that doesn't support that. Let's do some cards and see what the cards have to say for today. So what do we need to know for Thursday, the 16th of March, 2022? Sorry, 2023. Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give the collective to help us navigate today's energies for our highest and greatest good? I'm aware of the 2 5s I've seen at the bottom, the 5 of Cups and 5 of Discs. So a bit of chaos and confusion, just having a look at this. So yeah, we've got that moon trine Uranus energy, so there could be some chaos and unexpected surprises coming in today that can be a bit challenging for us. That could be what we're having to clean up so that we can get to the soulmate energy. Okay, let's see, what do we need to know for today? Okay, so we've got the Prince of Wands, or the Knight of Wands in other decks. Going into the past, we've got the Queen of Discs. Below us, that 5 of Cups has come out, disappointment. And the 5 of Discs has come out. So both those 5s I saw at the bottom have come out. And then we've got the Moon. Clarifies, we've got Lust. We've got the 7 of Discs, and we've got the Hermit. And at the bottom we've got the Hanged Man and the 2 of Swords. Okay, so things are on hold. Okay. So, right, where we are. The Knight of Wands, or the Prince of Wands. Air of Fire. Mutable fire. This is Sagittarius energy. We want to know what the goal is. We want to aim for it. We want to get that focus. And I get the feeling with the energies and the cards that have come out and everything the last couple of days, that energy just isn't there. As much as we want to push it and we want the answers and we want to know what's going on, it's not happening. Okay, it's almost like it feels like we're being held in a waiting room. And it's evoking our fears. Okay, moving into the past, we've got the Queen of Discs here. So the Queens are the fixed energies of the sign, so fixed earth. So this is Taurus energy. She's the Queen of Velvet Waiting. She knows that things are coming to her in their own time. We had the Wheel of Fortune come out yesterday as well, that everything's happening in divine timing. That was our foundation. Today, we've got the Queen of Velvet Weight and divine timing of abundance. Everything's going to come together at the right time. And often when we're when we're in the Prince of Wands energy, it's like, oh my God, if it doesn't happen now, it's going to be a complete disaster. It's all going to fall away. A bit like the Tower yesterday. So we could be feeling in that energy a little bit today as well. So yeah, it's about sort of sitting back and waiting and observing, seeing what's coming up. The foundation below us, we've got Mars in Scorpio. Mars is happy in Scorpio. Mars is the old ruler of Scorpio before Pluto. Was it Pluto or Death took over? So Pluto, yes. So Scorpio tarot cards, the Death card rules Scorpio. But yeah, Mars and Pluto rule Scorpio. And yeah, what we're waiting for is the Pluto energy. We're right at that very end degrees of Capricorn. And this has been a theme for a while now. Hopefully next Thursday, we're a week away from Pluto moving into Aquarius, that change of energies. So we are sort of being held up. And it's like, so have you checked everything? Have you cleaned everything up? Is there any last shadows of where you're abusing your power and things like that? Where do you need to transform? And with Venus shining a light on Pluto with that square, you know, it's highlighting where we need to clean it up, where we don't love ourselves fully. So yeah, that's the energy I'm getting for that. Above, we've got the 5 of discs, okay, which is Mercury in Taurus, called worry. So often the 5 of discs, in some decks it's called lack, and you know, if we're looking outwards and seeing all the things you don't have, comparing yourself to other people, whereas sort of if we look inwards and connect to our love, connect to, you know, how the universe fully supports us at all times, etc., etc. That is the abundance that we need to be connected into. But those negative thoughts, it's a bit like a sheepdog worrying sheep. It's like nagging. Doubts and fears, which was one of the oracle cards that came up yesterday, was about fears and doubts coming up. So we're still, you know, these energies, they don't come and go all in a day. There's a current, there's a build up, there's subtle changes day on day as we work through these energies. And so we're still caught up in the waiting, in the surrender, in the negative, fearful emotions that can come up. But they come up for us to see and for us to clean them up. And then we're moving into the moon. So what are we? We're nearly into the dark of the moon again. So again, we're into that shadowy, clearing out, finishing off energy. The dark part of the cycle. And that brings up fears and worries as well, because at night everything's in shadow and stuff like that. So just emphasising that. The clarifiers, we've got lust, we've got strength, connected into our inner strength, our inner abundance and fire, and our knowing, our trust in ourselves that we can weather this storm. Okay. And just staying strong within, with that, we've got the Seven of Discs, failure, weighing things. Are we about to give up on things when we're just so close to it all turning out wonderfully? And getting patience with this as well. Just stick with it a bit longer is the message I'm getting, because we're nearly at the light. We're nearly at the beginning of the new year. We've nearly reached the end of the dark half of the year in the northern hemisphere, and the half of the year where we do the internal work. And then we've got the Hermit. So it is about connecting into that, shining that light into the wisdom within. When you've got strength or lust and the Hermit, it really is about going inwards and connecting to your own inner strength and wisdom and knowing and everything, rather than allowing the disruptive 5 cards to be in control. This is what we need to clean up. And when we do, we come into balance with ourselves, and we come into harmony with ourselves, and we connect to our hearts, and with the key we unlock the abundance. Okay, the cards underneath, which is about the subconscious situation, what's going on around us, the environment, what's just out of sight that we can't see. Things are on hold. It's what I was talking about with the Pluto at the very end of Capricorn, with the last part of the lunar cycle, the last part of the dark half of the year for us in the northern hemisphere. It's like we can't see yet, and everything's suspended and blocked. And I think sort of by this time next week, we've got a big week. We've got on Monday, we've got the spring equinox. On Tuesday, we've got the new moon in Aries. On Thursday, we've got Pluto going in Aquarius. On the 25th, on Saturday, we've got Mars going into Cancer after that extended retrograde period in Gemini. What else have we got? On Sunday, Mercury goes into Aries. Let's just have a look into next week as well. So yeah, we've got some big energies coming in. Oh, also next week, the 26th, we're going to have Mercury conjuncting Chiron. And then on Tuesday, the 28th, conjuncting Jupiter. So reigniting all that healing energy. So we've got we've got some big things going on over the next week. And it just feels to me like we're just right at the end of lots of big cycles, and waiting for that energy to transform. So it's about holding on, going inwards, connecting to your strength, to your knowing, trusting, and know that it will all evolve at the right time, and we can just trust in that. Okay, so that's today's reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated for you. If it did, then please do like, share and subscribe to the channel. Click on the wiggly bell for notifications of when I'm releasing readings. If you'd like a personal reading from me, then please email me at the email address below this video in the descriptions box. Otherwise, have a wonderful day. Take care of yourselves out there. Until tomorrow, thank you for watching.